Now, beyond the aviation and tourism sectors, others that involve a high level of human interaction will also take a hit following the recently announced safe distancing measures. DPM Heng noted that the food services as one such sector, as more Singaporeans avoid crowds and choose to stay at home. Now, the jobs support scheme for F&B firms will be enhanced by providing a total of 50% wage offset for the first $4,600 of monthly wages. On the private hire car services front, support will be given through extending and enhancing the point-to-point support package, which will cost an additional $95 million. Eligible taxi hires and private hire car drivers will continue to receive the special relief fund payments of $300 for each vehicle for each month until end September. To help private bus owners, a one-year road tax rebate and a 6-month waiver of parking charges at government-managed parking facilities will be provided. This will cost $23 million. Another key area that DPM Heng addressed in his speech was extending help to our households.
First, I will enhance the care and support package announced in the Unity budget. I will triple the cash handout for all adult Singaporeans from the earlier announced range of $100 to $300 to a range of $300 to $900, depending on income. I will provide additional help for families with young children. I will triple the additional cash payouts given to each Singaporean parent with at least one young Singaporean child from $100 to $300. For lower wage workers, the enhanced workfare special payments I mentioned earlier will provide them $3,000 in cash this year for their household needs.
DPM Heng added to further help needy Singaporeans with their daily expenses, the grocery vouchers will be tripled this year from $100 to $300. Together with the $100 which will be given out next year, needy Singaporeans will receive a total of $400 in grocery vouchers for this year and next. Seng, on paper, the triple increases look significant. In real terms, how much of a boost is this?
Well, we have to look at the whole package in totality itself. To what extent jobs can be saved, to what extent new jobs can be created, and obviously third side is whether you put money in the hand of consumers here. Remember our earlier discussion, the external demand now has collapsed. So we are really depending on our own over here. So morale is extremely important. If morale can be supported by these packages, that have been rolled out over the last a couple of months itself, then it will provide some degree of support to the economy, minimize the impact of the economic damage to the economy, and then essentially we can at least say that we cushion the downside itself. So the morale side is extremely important, I think, which is why we've got Minister Heng so essentially taking out the big bazooka to try to reassure a Singaporean that help's coming and more will be done if needed to, and if so, continue to get on in your daily life with whatever spending that you can itself, although there are downside pressure on the economy itself. So morale is very important at the end of the day for the economy.
Seng, I noticed you mentioned morale quite a bit. It's interesting that you brought that up. Vikram, if you could just round up our discussion today, is this financial vaccine is the one that we need to boost morale?
Well, it'll definitely go a long way towards doing that. But I just want to add to something Seng said. This is not an aggregate demand boost. This is not a response to a regular business cycle recession. This is different. I mean, a lot of the household support, for example, is basically designed for basic needs. I mean, you just meet your basic needs, your groceries and things like that. I think the real challenge here is to save companies, to make sure companies survive through this whole period. And if companies survive, jobs will survive. And that's how we will get through this. So I think that's the biggest part of the story, the survival of companies and the survival of jobs.
Well, thank you so much, Vikram and Seng, for your invaluable insights to the budget speech that DPM Heng just announced earlier. Now, for more on this resilience budget, do log on to straitstimes.com. Once again, I'm Haryanto Diman. Join us tomorrow for more stories on The Big Story.